Okay, so have you ever had those days where you're just staring at your computer
Uh-huh.
and you're just like, I can't even,
Yeah.
like, my brain is fried. I can't, like, if I have to do one more of these tasks or,
Yeah.
try to write one more, blog post or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose it.
Right, like that blinking cursor is mocking you at that point?
Exactly, exactly. Or you're just, you get that task and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
nope, I'm putting that one off.
Yeah, just straight to the bottom of the list.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what if I told you there's this tool that claims it can help you with that?
Mm.
And it claims it's got like over 150,000 ready-made prompts
Okay.
to help you with over 37,000 different tasks.
Wow. That's a lot of
That's
prompts.
a lot. That's a lot of zeros.
Yeah, that's a pretty bold claim right off the bat.
It is. It
Oh.
is. It's called OnlyPrompts.
Only prompts, okay.
And it's promising to basically like supercharge your creativity and productivity.
So it's like giving you the fuel to actually tackle those tasks.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So we took a look at this and it's pretty wild.
I'm intrigued. What exactly did they offer?
Well, that's what we're going to kind of unpack today.
Okay, so like a deep dive into only prompts.
Yeah, a deep dive into OnlyPrompts. What is it?
Right.
What can it do? And, is it something that could actually be useful?
Yeah, because I mean, let's be real. There's a lot of tools out there
There are.
that promise to be the next big thing.
Right.
So we need to figure out, does this one actually deliver?
Exactly. So let's start with the main thing, right? This
Yeah.
massive library of prompts.
Okay, let's break it down.
Over 150,000 prompts for over 37,000 tasks.
Like, how do they even come up with that many?
Right. And I mean, the whole idea here is that, no more writer's block.
Okay.
No more like just wasting time like trying to figure out what to do next.
Yeah, so it's like that instant
I think
inspiration.
they're saying it's like your secret weapon.
Okay, a secret weapon against procrastination?
Exactly. And basically like the quick summary is it's all about having these pre-built instructions that you can test, you can customize,
Right.
and you can use them to automate a whole bunch of different tasks.
All right, that makes sense. So instead of starting from scratch every time,
Yeah.
you've got this sort of springboard.
Yeah. And they're saying it's particularly good for like marketers,
Okay.
small businesses, virtual assistants.
Yeah, that makes sense. Those are all people who need
Yeah.
to get things done quickly and efficiently.
Yeah. And often have to wear a lot of hats.
Exactly.
So let's dig into some of the specifics here.
Okay, what are some of the key features?
So first of all, like the big thing is this vast collection of prompts,
Okay.
right? And they're claiming they have prompts for every industry,
Oh, wow.
which is a big claim.
Yeah, that's quite a range.
But I guess if they're saying 37,000 tasks, they probably
right.
got a pretty broad range.
Hopefully it's not just like, variations on the same thing.
Right. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they also mentioned that they're adding new prompts every month.
Okay, so it's not like a static thing. It's constantly evolving.
Right, right. So you're kind of keeping up to date.
Yeah, that's important, especially with AI. Things are changing so fast.
Exactly. And then another big thing is compatibility.
Okay.
So they say it's designed to work across all major AI models.
So no matter what system you're using?
Exactly. So if you're using, Google Gemini or GPT-4 or OpenAI,
It should be compatible.
it should be compatible.
That's good because you don't want to be locked into one specific platform.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a big plus for flexibility.
And it's not just about having a ton of prompts.
Okay.
They also talk about like testing and refining.
So it's not just a matter of like picking a prompt and going with it.
Right. So you can actually like test them out, compare them side by side.
That's interesting. So you can see like which one actually performs better for your needs.
Yeah. And then refine them to kind of get the best results.
Okay, so it's like a process of experimentation and optimization.
And you can even save your favorites in these like custom folders.
Well, that's handy. So you don't have to like search through that massive library every time.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, so organization is key.
And another thing that's really interesting is they say they support multiple large language models, like all within the same platform.
So you can switch between different models
Yeah.
seamlessly.
Yeah, so they mention GPT-4o, Gemini 2.0 Flash,
Okay, so in the big names.
Sonnet 3.5, Claude 3.5 Haiku.
That's pretty impressive. They have all of those in one place.
It is, and then this is where it gets even more interesting.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
They have this built-in prompt optimizer.
A prompt optimizer. What does that do?
So it can actually rewrite and expand and basically enhance your prompts,
So it takes your initial prompt and makes it better.
like in seconds.
That's cool. So you don't have to be a prompt engineering expert.
Right.
You can just start with something basic and let the tool do its magic.
Exactly. And then on top of that, they also have all these AI plugins.
Plugins.
So they're claiming over 15 AI plugins that can kind of like extend what these models can do.
So it's like adding extra superpowers to your AI.
Yeah, so things like, being able to do a Google search.
Right, within the platform.
Right, within the platform, or even like a target search.
Target search, that's specific.
I know, right? And even being able to like browse files in the web.
Oh, wow. So you can really tap into a lot of external information.
Yeah, and to make things even easier, they've got text to speech
Okay.
and file uploading all right within the app.
So it's like a one-stop shop for all your AI needs.
Yeah, so I mean the whole idea here, right,
Yeah.
is instead of spending all this time trying to figure out the right prompt,
Right.
you've got this massive library and you can just kind of like
Pick and choose and refine.
pick and choose and refine, and the goal is to free up your time.
Yeah, because let's be honest, figuring out the right prompts can be time-consuming
It can be so time consuming.
and sometimes frustrating.
Extremely.
So having a resource like that could be a huge time saver.
It's right, and they're currently offering this lifetime access deal through AppSumo.
Lifetime access. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a one-time payment, no subscription.
That's pretty tempting.
It is the starting price is $59.
$59 for lifetime access. That's not bad at all.
And they're saying that's 51% off the regular price.
Wow, so it's a pretty significant discount.
And they have different plan levels, so that $59 plan gets you 3,000 monthly AI credits,
Pay credits.
which are basically like tokens to use the AI models.
So like a currency for using the platform.
Exactly. And you get access to all the tasks the multi-AI model support.
Mm-hmm.
Your historical data is saved for 3 months.
So you can go back and see your previous prompts and outputs.
And they even have this thing called your desire task.
Your desire task. What's that?
I don't know exactly, but it sounds like maybe you can request specific prompts.
Oh, that's interesting. So they're open to customization beyond what's already in the library.
And they have higher tier plans that give you even more monthly credits.
So you can scale up based on your usage.
Yeah, all the way up to unlimited on their top tier plan.
Unlimited. That's pretty impressive for power users.
And this is a big one. They offer a 60-day money-back guarantee.
60 days. That's a pretty generous trial period.
It is. It is. So you have 2 months to really try it out.
Yeah, that really shows they stand behind their product.
And you can stack up to 3 codes if you need even more.
So if you need to go beyond the limits of a single plan.
Exactly.
Okay, so they've got options for both casual and power users.
Yeah, so the company itself is founded by a guy named Jeff Pham,
Okay.
and it was founded back in March 2021 in Singapore.
Singapore. Okay, interesting.
They've got a team of like 11 to 50 employees,
So a decent-sized team.
and they seem to be, in a growth phase.
Yeah, it's always a good sign.
And they're verified by Persona, so that gives you like a little bit more trust.
Yeah, third-party verification can be helpful.
And they have this whole section for community interaction.
Oh, so people are asking questions and getting answers.
Yeah, so you can kind of see, what other people are thinking.
Okay. What are some of the questions people are asking?
Well, one person was asking about an Android app or a mobile-friendly web version.
Makes sense. People want to access it on their phones.
And the founder said that's on the roadmap.
Okay, so it's coming eventually.
Yeah. Another person was asking about the pricing compared to their website.
Yeah, that's a good question. AppSumo deals can sometimes be different.
Right. And the founder actually said the AppSumo deal is better.
Oh, so it's actually a better deal to go through AppSumo.
Yeah. They specifically said it offers more and is more cost-effective.
That's good to know.
Someone else was asking about Zapier integrations.
Zapier. Okay, so automating workflows with OnlyPrompts.
And while they didn't give like step-by-step instructions,
Right.
it seems like it would definitely be possible.
Yeah, I mean, with all those prompts, it seems like you could easily use them as the building blocks
Exactly.
for Zapier automations.
There was also a question about team spaces and managing multiple clients.
Okay, so for collaboration or agencies?
Yeah, and the founder actually pointed them to their other product called TeamPal,
Oh, so they have a separate tool for team management.
which is interesting.
Yeah, so it seems like they're building out a whole ecosystem of AI tools.
And then finally, someone was asking about like uploading writing samples
Okay.
to train the AI to kind of write in a similar style.
So like having the AI mimic your writing.
Exactly. And the founder confirmed that you can do that.
That's really cool. So you can really personalize the output.
Yeah. So, I mean, if any of this sounds interesting,
Mhm.
it might be worth checking out.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty powerful tool for anyone who's
Right.
looking to leverage AI for productivity.
So a big thing is, right, they're offering this huge shortcut
Hmm.
to using AI prompts
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest selling point, that massive library.
and the focus on testing and refining.
Right, because it's not just about quantity, it's about finding the prompts that actually work for you.
Exactly. So the question is, right,
Mm.
could this actually like revolutionize your workflow?
Yeah. Could it really save you time and boost your productivity?
Or is it just, a lot of hype?
That's the key question, right?
In what tasks would you like immediately try to tackle with this?
Yeah, that's a good way to think of it. What are your biggest pain points
Right.
that this tool could potentially address?
I mean, it's pretty amazing to think about
Hmm.
how quickly things are changing
Yeah, the world of AI is moving so fast.
and how we work and create.
Right. And it's not just about, the complex stuff anymore.
Right.
AI is becoming more and more accessible for everyday tasks, even creative ones.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me for this deep dive.
You bet, it was a fascinating one.
If you want to learn more about OnlyPrompts,
Uh-huh.
be sure to check out the link in the description.
And as always, we appreciate you joining us.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you later.
Bye.